Pastor Apollo Quiboloy believes that the declaration of martial law in the country saved the Philippines from the hands of communists. Hannah Sancho reports.
Sa matagal na panahon, Chairman, binigyan po ng napakasamang imahe yung September 21. Ang narinig lang po natin ay isang narrative. Alam niyo po, Chairman, sa mundong ito, dalawa dapat ang narrative na naririnig natin. Kung narinig na po natin yung isang narrative, okay. Pero wag naman natin isuppress yung isang narrative. Yung isang narrative po ay itong martial law ay nakapagdulot din po ito ng pagliligtas sa ating bansa na tayo po ay maging communist country. At marami din po tayong mga kasundaluhan ang nagbigay po ng buhay para maligtas po ang ating bayan na tayo po ay makubkob ng mga komunista. Kasi nung panahon po na yan, Chairman, ay malakas na malakas ang komunista sa Southeast Asia. Katulad po ng nangyari sa Korea, katulad po ng nangyari din sa Vietnam. Kung natatandaan niyo po sa Indonesia, napakalakas din po ng komunista dyan. Nagkataon lang po na matindi yung kanilang presidente nung panahon na yun. Tinapos niya agad yung problema doon. At ganun din po sa Malaysia. Kaya po itong pagtatag ng martial law, hindi naman po natin sinasabi na pinasisinungalingan natin yung sinasabi naman ng isang narrative. Oo, sige, nandyan yung narrative ninyo, pero may isang narrative. Huwag naman natin solohin lang. Kailangan kung kinikilala ninyo, yung mga bayani nyo dyan, meron din isang bayani dito. At dapat din natin silang kilalanin. Sapagkat kung hindi dahil sa kanila, hindi natin mai enjoy lahat ito. Ini-enjoy natin ang kalayaan na ito dahil sa sakripisyo ng mga sundalo na ito.
This is a statement made by Senator Robin Hood Padilla during a committee hearing in the Senate. With this proposal to declare September 21 each year as a day for commemorating martial law in the country as a day for unsung heroes. In the program Give Us This Day on Wednesday, Pastor Apollo Quiboloy of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ expresses support for Senator Padilla's proposal. Pastor Apollo emphasized that if it weren't for the declaration of martial law, the Philippines might have suffered a fate similar to Cambodia, becoming a killing field where millions of Khmer people perished under the regime of communist leader Pol Pot.
Again, Senator Padilla was right when he said that. I've been saying that for a long time, even in my preaching, even in my Give Us This Day program, or whatever program I have. I've said, if the former president, late President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. did not declare martial law, we would have been a communist country now under the brutal leadership of Joma Sison. And we would have been like Cambodia right now, when there was the killing field.
For Pastor Apollo, the declaration of martial law in the Philippines can be considered a divine intervention to protect the Filipino people from the fate that befell nations placed under the communist regimes.
We were averted from having that kind of an experience where Cambodia's Pol Pot killed over more than 1 million or millions of people in Cambodia, the killing fields. You know that. That is what will happen to us if martial law was not declared. So martial law was declared as an act of the president, and it is a divine intervention. That we still now enjoy our freedom of worship and other freedoms that we would have lost if martial law during the time of President Marcos Sr. was not declared. So, I've been saying that all along. And Senator Padilla was right in saying that also.
Pastor Apollo expressed his support for Senator Padilla's proposal to declare September 21 not only as a day to commemorate martial law, but also to recognize what are known as unsung heroes.
So Padilla said, we have soldiers who gave their lives to save our nation from being surrounded by communists. we will not enjoy all of this if not for them. We are enjoying this freedom because of the sacrifices made by our soldiers. True. Correct. Even until now. Even after the height of the power of this Maoist group, the CPNP and the PNDF, it was the only wall of defense that we have is the armed forces of the Philippines. And they stood their ground for us. That's why we still have our freedom right now. That's why I love the soldiers. I love the armed forces of the Philippines.
For God and my beloved Philippines, this has been Hannah Sancho, SMNI News.
On his birthday, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. wished for a more developed agricultural sector and better livelihood for Filipinos. He also said that the best birthday gift he received was the completion of the implementing rules and regulations of the new Agrarian Emancipation Act. President Catarong files this report.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. revealed that the best gift that he received on his 66th birthday was the completion of the Implementing Rules and Regulations, or IRR, of the new Agrarian Emancipation Act, or Republic Act No. 11953. The president made the remarks a day before his birthday at a time when the Department of Agrarian Reform presented the IRR of the new Agrarian Emancipation Act.
At ako'y nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng kasama natin upang mabuo natin ang IRR ng New Emancipation Law. At on a personal note, nagpapasalamat ako. Ito na yata ang pinakamagandang birthday gift na natanggap ko sa buong buhay ko. Maraming salamat.
Aside from the IRR, the president also signed the executive order for the extension of the moratorium on the payment of the debt of agrarian reform beneficiaries. As the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, President Marcos said that ensuring the well-being of Filipino farmers, protection for their crops, and an abundant harvest were among his birthday wish. The president also hoped for a better agricultural sector and good weather that would benefit all Filipino farmers.
Maging maayos na ang agrikultura at malaman na natin kung ano ba talaga ang weather, wet season ba o dry season, para naman matulungan natin yung mga farmer natin. Yun lamang naman ang aking panalangin pa rin hanggang ngayon.
President Marcos reaffirmed his administration's goal to support Filipino farmers and meet their needs for more vigorous local production. The president also expressed his gratitude to the Department of Agrarian Reform and called for a whole-of-nation approach to achieving a stable agricultural sector in the Philippines. For God and for my beloved Philippines, this has been Creseline Catarong, SMNI News.